Spanish La Liga, France League 1, Germany Bundesliga, Italia Serie A, Nigeria Premier Football League, Formula 1, basketball, tennis, boxing, all day long. Tune in now where sports belong. On your super dial, every play, every win makes you smile. Join us live, don't miss a beat. For the love of sports and passions complete. Sport Today, your sport headquarters, where action speaks louder just for you. An honor 103.5 FM. We're in the zone for sports fans everywhere. Welcome home.
It goes on. It's a really good block by Branthwaite. Liverpool win it back. McAllister, Tarkovsky goes flying into the challenge. His night may well be ending here, and he'll be a very lucky boy if it doesn't.
Oh, I don't think he's getting a red card. I think from the reaction that you can see from Arne Slot.
It's Soboslai, and it just won't come round for him. It's a long ball downfield, looking for Beto again. Flag stays down, and Beto has half a chance and scores. Oh, it's not going to count, the flag's gone up. Beto was persistent. Robertson, that's a lovely little ball. Diogo Jota in behind. Tarkovsky in the way, Jota again, and fires the shot which will just angle away from goal. Luis Diaz again, twisting one way, turning the other. Salah's arriving, and his header is straight at Pickford. Again, Beto jumps, and Liverpool could be in trouble here. The ball is a little delayed to Beto, but he's got away from Van Dijk. He's had one chalked out, and this time he's hit the post. And it's delivered by Harrison, and Alcaraz is there, and perhaps should have done better. Here's Luis Diaz here. It's brilliant from Diogo Jota, yes! A moment of quality and a moment of class unlocks the Everton door on Derby Day. It's Diogo Jota ending his own personal goal drought.
But that square is lethal.
That's Robertson.
Alright, Diogo Jota goals was enough for Liverpool yesterday as a secure victory against Everton to maintain the lead right there in the Premier League. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Thursday edition of Sport Today on Honor 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from Bodija. Here in the Brown Roof City of Ibadan. On the show this afternoon, we got quite a number of interesting stories. The Premier League is still on, and later today is going to be a big one. Chelsea will be in action against Tottenham Hotspur. And guess what? For Chelsea fans, Nicola Jackson is back. Palmer is back in training. So it's going to be a big one later this evening. I will look into that game and talk about the game that went down yesterday. Victory for City at home against Leicester City. They won the game in a brief fashion. I will look into one of the biggest games that went down yesterday. Liverpool up against Everton. I will talk more on basketball this afternoon. These are many more stories that will come your way. My name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. I'm not alone in the studio. I got my three wise men, and together we'll be on the ride this afternoon. I have Samuel Akitunde with me this afternoon. City boy, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Ayomiko. Good afternoon to other guys in the studio. It's a pleasure to be in the studio. I was not here yesterday.
Yeah,
good to be back in the studio. Yeah. We have so many talking points, just like you mentioned. Action continuing in the Premier League even tonight, and we are here to also, review the actions that went down yesterday. Not just in the Premier League, we also saw action in the Copa del Rey semi-final, second leg between Atletico de Madrid and Barcelona. What a game! It was very, very tough. We also saw action in the Copa Italia as well. It was a Milan derby, and it ended 1-1. So let's just jump into the conversation.
All right, we have Ebon in the studio also this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Ebon.
Good afternoon, Purity. Thank you for having me once again. Excited to get back into it, talk football again today. So I'm looking forward to the show. Thank you.
All right, Damola's in the building also. Good afternoon to you, Damola.
Yeah, good afternoon, Purity. Good afternoon, IBCT. Good afternoon, Nigeria.
Definitely, it's good to.
A big congrats to our boy Osimhen.
Osimhen doing the magic yesterday. All right, interesting stories to talk about this afternoon, guys. Let's jump into action, shall we? We start from football this time, and I'll talk about the game that went down yesterday across several centers right there in Europe, from the Premier League to the Copa del Rey to the Copa Italia, and of course right there after the Turkish League. We saw what happened yesterday. A big one, guys. We saw Victor Osimhen scoring 2 goals yesterday for his team, and we saw the drama after 90 minutes, Jose Mourinho also is in the news again, guys.
I mean, it was inevitable, wasn't it? Considering the controversy of the last game, it was always inevitable that there was going to be some of the pitch drama. Drama on the pitch was very interesting with Galatasaray getting the win, Osimhen doing his thing again, and Fenerbahce are out of the Turkish Cup. And then it's just that the way Mourinho is, he will have been thinking, if can get a win, and then he will have had something planned, maybe for press conference. But unfortunately, his team was not able to do the job. But good one for Galatasaray fans, and then that's why it's the biggest derby in the Turkey, because there's always all this drama surrounding it.
All right, City boy, let's talk about Jose Mourinho right about now.
Yeah.
Times without number, always on the news for wrong reasons.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho, quite unfortunate that he cannot stay a season without an outburst. It's always in the news for one of Driss drama and all of that, or controversy drama. This is not the first time. We saw the drama that happened even in the in the Turkish Super League. I mean Turkish Super League when they played. This match is the biggest match in Turkish league and one of the biggest and fiercest matches in the world football, because it is tagged the Intercontinental Derby, and it's more than just football. It's a clash. It's a clash of continents, because Fenerbahce represent the Asian part of Turkey, while Galatasaray represent the European part of Turkey. So that's why it's called Intercontinental Derby. So for me, it was inevitable. It was definitely going to happen. But Mourinho, being in the news for wrong reason is something that he needs to work on. I mean, I saw the clip of what he did to the coach of Galatasaray, and I was like, what's this? I mean, it was more like a physical assault, to the opponent's coach. Quite unfortunate for him that, like I said, he cannot go a season without an outburst. And I don't know. I think he's going to be sanctioned for that, because he passed his boundary, and he physically assaulted the Galatasaray. There is no justification for that action. It was a gross misconduct on his own part. Talking about the game, a good one for Galatasaray. Victor Osimhen has proven to be a goal machine. 27 goals, 5 assists in 32 games this season. That's incredible. And he has scored 11 goals in the last 10 games for Galatasaray. He's scoring for both clubs and country. We saw what he did at the last World Cup qualifier for Nigeria. So good one for Victor Osimhen. He has proven that he's a goal scoring machine, and he is very, very consistent. For Galatasaray, they've proven that they are the best team in the Turkish league. Whether Mourinho likes it or not, they cannot be on the same level with Galatasaray. Galatasaray are topping the table in the Turkish league. They are on the verge of winning it, and now they've knocked out Fenerbahce from the Turkish Super Cup. So for me, they've been the better team, and are very, very bad for Jose Mourinho. That's not good for his reputation. We know that he's a world-class manager, but in terms of attitude, in terms of character, he's a winning coach, but his character and attitude are questionable sometimes, and it shows again that he is someone that is always in the news for wrong reason. He just needs to, I mean, he's old enough to know that he doesn't, but maybe he likes to thrive in chaos. He likes to thrive in in controversy and drama.
Some people believe that those things are just deliberate. I mean, probably because of making the news, making the headlines for wrong reasons.
And that's why I said that we know. I mean, this is not the first time.
Yes,
he has attacked.
There was a time that it was addressing the bench that they were doing like like
that's when he used. I mean, when he addressed them that they were jumping like monkeys, and we know that was also that we know how it generated reactions. From football fans, not even football fans. I mean, everybody were talking about it, that there's no room for racism in football. But I'm not even talking about that. Even before that incident, we know how he has been moving since he joins Fenerbahce. He just needs to actually do away from causing controversy and being in the news for wrong reason. I mean, it's all over the headlines that what he did yesterday was very, very questionable. And I think that the Turkish management, the league management, will definitely find him, and he will definitely pay for what he did yesterday.
All right, let's wait and see if Mourinho will pay for what happened yesterday. But then, guys, because of our time, let's go straight to the Premier League and talk about the game that went down yesterday. Liverpool played against Everton. They won the game by a long Jota getting the only goal for Liverpool, securing the maximum 3 points yesterday. I told you the first leg of this encounter ended in a 2-2 draw. Also, we saw Newcastle United, they won their game yesterday against Brentford, 2-1. And City are securing victory against Leicester yesterday. They won the game also to goes to nothing. Aston Villa won away from home. What a game that we saw yesterday. 3 goals to nothing. And of course, it was a brief one between Bournemouth and Ipswich Town. Bournemouth also lost at home yesterday. What a shocker from the Premier League, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Bournemouth losing to Ipswich. That would have been very disappointing for them. Crystal Palace also, those ones they managed to escape, but their performance was not really desired. But Aston Villa, 3 January signings, 3 goals. They were very impressed. You know, as a coach, as a director of football, as a club, when you do business like that, when you do business like that in January and you are seeing your instant impact, you know, it makes you happy. It gives you more confidence for the summer. So definitely interesting games from the Premier League last night. Man City also doing the job even with Erling Haaland unavailable, and then they are, you know, that in their mind they are thinking, okay, we can definitely secure Champions League football for next season. So pressure is on Chelsea tonight, so they have to get a result against Tottenham if they want to keep their Champions League dream alive.
All right, Damola, we saw that Liverpool game yesterday, and a lot of Arsenal fans supporting Everton. Probably Liverpool dropped points yesterday, but then they won the game, even though it's a slim win. But then, most importantly, they won the game 1 goal to nothing, 3 points in the bag.
I think we just say the cup now belongs to Liverpool.
Okay, let's give it to Liverpool, right?
Let's give it to Liverpool.
I have to give up.
It was a very controversial match yesterday, but at the end of the day, Liverpool came out with the 3 points. So
very important.
And with four more games to go, I believe Liverpool already is the king of the Premier League this season.
Okay, for this season, right? All right. Okay. City boy, let's talk about Aston Villa.
Let me quickly talk about Liverpool.
Okay.
The controversy was expected.
Yes.
It was a derby game, Merseyside derby. You know,
always
it's very, very intense, always intense, very difficult match. We know what happened at the Goodison Park the last time, the first leg of that encounter. Even the coach of Liverpool and his slot was banned 2 games after that game. He was in an ugly scenario, you know, shaking the match official after the end of the game. So the controversy in coach was expected, and it was very, very tough for Liverpool. Everton gave them run for their money, if not for the fact that Beto could not convert that chance. I mean, it could have been a very, very difficult game for Liverpool to actually salvage 3 points. But good game for Everton. They've shown that under their new manager, talking about David Moyes, they've improved. I mean, I remember before Moyes took over, they were swimming in the relegation water, and he has transformed them, you know, bringing them out of that relegation. For Liverpool, it's their title to lose already. They are in the pole position to win. They just need 3 wins, 12 points clear of Arsenal. So I don't see anything stopping Liverpool. The only thing that can stop Liverpool is Liverpool. So definitely it's a matter of when. I mean, they are running away with the league title already. And what a fantastic season his slot is. I mean, in his first season, debut season, he's winning the Premier League. Shame on Arteta. Arteta has been trying for 6 years. He has not.
I won't say shame on
Arteta.
I would say that.
That ties in with something I wanted to ask. So I saw something last night. Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz and Jota, 3 goals combined in their last 42 games. So I'm thinking, if without Mohamed Salah's impact this season, do we think this will have happened? Tell me with what you said about Shimon Arteta.
I will prove that.
If they had someone like Salah, do you think they would have won?
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Wait,
Ayomikun, it is very clear. Like I said, you know, I said it earlier on this platform that one of the big lessons that we've learned this Premier League is how instrumental, how important a goal scorer is to a team. If Arsenal had a goal poacher, someone like Mo Salah or Erling Haaland, they would have won Premier League. Not even this season. Last season or 2 seasons before. If they had gotten a striker, a goal poacher that can guarantee 20 plus goals every season with what they will get from Saka and other attacking players, they will definitely be winning the league. Definitely. That's why I say it's a shame on Arteta. So no disrespect to
Damola was trying to say something, but then we saw what Antonio Conte did for Chelsea 4 seasons.
He won the league. You cannot be in a team for over 5 years and coming close.
We've trusting the process. I think no more of a management issue than
Arteta came out several times to say that he has a very good squad. I
What
believe
else
in
is
his
he
player.
supposed to say?
What do
Get
you
a
mean? What
striker,
is it?
get a
Get a
goal
striker,
scorer.
get a goal scorer.
When City boys say
Alright.
shame on us now, you understand?
Arteta, not Arsenal.
on Arteta, I was about to defeat, but after him now making
You know
his
the
own,
point
telling
already.
me his point, I believe shame on Arteta.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
Shame on
agree
Arteta.
but I think it's more on a shame on a club.
No, I will not blame the club. You know why I will not blame the club?
If me and my boss have a
Okay.
discussion, I need this, and my boss says he can't provide me this. If I'm going to the media, I'm not going to throw my boss under the bus, literally.
No, it's not about throwing your boss. Wait, Ebon, I will just give you one. Let me just answer your question. Outright, wait.
Sorry.
Wait,
One house, guys. One house, guys.
Please. With what he just said, what you've just said, that was the same mistake some coaches in Manchester United made. Not calling their boss out.
Honestly.
And at the end of the day, they were the one that was sacked, not the boss.
All right,
get sacked
okay,
at the end.
okay.
Now,
So,
I'm not even going that.
Okay.
What I want to
Are
say
you
is
saying he should have
Arteta,
gone
as in
out to the
Arteta,
media
I'm not even saying
and
that
said-
he should have thrown his boss his boss, the management under the boss. I'm not saying that. But Arteta,
He can't even do that.
yeah, of course, he will pays the
They
price
gave
for the
him.
32.
They gave him enough fund.
Yeah.
He bought
That's
Declan
where I'm going.
100 million
Look
plus.
at his transfer policy.
Yes.
Arteta has shown that
There's
he doesn't-
money.
Yeah, he has shown that he doesn't need striker. Because when you are getting midfielders and
And
you have enough
defenders.
midfielders and defenders, and you are not seeing the bigger picture, it's not that they do not have money. Do you know how much they got Declan Rice?
Exactly.
Do you know how much they got Merino?
I mean, I
Calafiori.
think
Calafiori.
we cannot
So are you
agree
telling me that you cannot
Declan
get a
Rice-
striker for
Declan
over
Rice
50 million pounds?
Declan Rice was normal English player inflation.
The English,
I think-
English
I
accent.
think-
No,
I think
no,
they wanted him badly, but
that's not even the
normally
point.
they would have not paid 100
The point
million
I'm
for
making
him.
is Arteta as a coach is stubborn. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he feels that he does not need a world-class striker because you cannot tell me that the management will not. If the management can can bring out that money, that amount of money, and splash it over Declan Rice, are you telling me that if you tell them that you need a striker, they will not get it? No, it's more of Arteta's decision than the management decision.
All right, guys, you are still on to Sport today on Honor 103.5 FM. We'll be good on the short commercial break right about now. When we return, we talk about Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur. Good news for Chelsea fans because Nicholas Jackson is back, even though you like it or not.
Which kind of news?
Kopama is back also. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
We'll be Jackson.
103.5 FM.
Imagine having the freedom to work, play, and connect without interruptions. That is what fast internet means to us. At Highwood Networks, we are passionate about delivering super fast, unlimited internet that is 6 times faster than the competition. Whether you're working from home, running a business, or streaming your favorite shows, we've got you covered. A reliable internet and 24/7 customer support ensure you stay connected always. So what are you waiting for? Join the iWorld Networks family today and discover a seamless internet experience. Call Jeffrey on 081 3058 9466 or visit our website www.iwn.ng to get started. iWorld Networks, connected possibilities.
On 103.5 FM.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. You are still on to Sport today on Honor 103.5 FM. Guys, let's go back into our conversation. Talking about Chelsea later today, they'll be playing against Tottenham Hotspur. And just how I was saying before, City Boy was saying, which kind of news be this? Jackson is back. FA today.
I mean, sometimes you don't know the value of what you have.
So are you telling me? Are you saying Chelsea are missing Jackson?
Yeah, no, definitely. You cannot say they did not miss him. You cannot say they did not miss him. It is better. It is better.
How will you be missing Jackson?
It is better for you to have it. I mean,
that is what
this is the situation they find themselves.
Honestly,
it's better to have a striker that for 10 chances he will score at least 2 than to be going 20 chances 0-0. And you can see Obama, he has struggled in quotes without having an outlet to help him
to link up with.
So I think this is as good as it is. I mean, looking forward, they will not want to have something like this. You want someone like Osimhen, you want someone like Sesko leading your attack. Yes, but for Chelsea at this time of the season, they'll be happy. They'll be happy to get any help they can get.
All right. So guys, Touchdown will be playing today. Chelsea, any chance for Chelsea later today?
Yeah, for Chelsea, they are playing at home at the Stamford Bridge, and whether they have a complete squad or not, they always find their way against Tottenham Hotspur. So I know that it's not going to be. It might not be easy because it's a London derby, but at the end of the day, I know Chelsea will get the maximum points. Now, they will get the maximum points. I can see that
Tottenham.
they always find their way against Tottenham, whether they are in form or not. Look at the past record. Honestly,
and to be sincere with you, actually, with what the group stage, with what the table is,
yes,
you actually need.
They know that they need these 3 points. Yeah, the pressure is on them.
I'm feeling for Damola, even the way Damola is speaking.
You see, it's not confident.
I mean, they need it definitely, but I mean,
Tottenham,
Tottenham
the confidence
like
is not
it.
there, but I just believe it is maximum.
Yeah,
Okay.
For Nicola Jackson, Chelsea, we cannot debate the fact that his absence was very, very felt in that team.
I begin to wonder, where was Nkuku all through?
Unkuku has not proven to me that he's ready for Premier League.
Exactly.
He lacks intensity. He lacks the the ability to actually cope with the pressure. Honestly. And he's an injury-prone player, and the fact that even when Nicolas Jackson was unavailable, he's always available.
But
so I expected him to actually
injury of a team player. Look at Lavia.
Romeo Lavia,
he's also an injury, but
and we can say his quality whenever he's available. Yes,
we see what he can do.
That's what I'm saying. That when Jackson was not available, Nkuku was available. He should have made use of that chances.
Nkuku is one of those signings that people still question why. Because I remember when the news broke out that time, it was around November, and then he was going to join
in the next summer,
and everybody was like, where is this deal
From
coming
where to where?
And then Chelsea fans were happy, understandably, he's a quality player at Leipzig, he showed what he can do.
Yeah.
But since he came, so people said he was not getting enough chances, but I mean, in recent he has had chances.
But he's doing well at the Conference League.
You see, that's why I said that maybe he's not Premier League player. Maybe he's not ready.
Maybe just Conference League.
Maybe he doesn't have that quality to actually perform on the big stage.
You need to see.
But for Kopama as well, Kopama has been underperforming recently. He has not scored a goal in 2025.
It's expected. And it's expected. Personally, I think I saw that coming.
What do you mean that is expected?
I mean, it's expected.
It's expected.
It's
an England boy.
Okay, he's a one-season wonder.
You
know the problem of Kopama. Let me just tell you. It's my own opinion.
To a certain level, you can carry a team to with all the responsibility being on your shoulder. It gets tiring. Saka too has gone.
And as a young player, and as a young player that is just trying to, he's even trying to motivate.
You have your wingers like Sancho that doesn't get a shot on target.
You know the problem of Kopama. It's not that Kopama is not really playing. It's the fact that he's not scoring, and that's why we are saying that he's been underperforming. But you know the reason why he's not scoring. You know the reason why he's not scoring. The reason why he's not scoring is the fact that recently he's obsessed with scoring. Last season, Kopama was obsessed with creating chances and getting chances for other players to score. So scoring was easy for him last season because he was not so obsessed with scoring. But this season,
I think it was just weight of responsibility. So it feels like
maybe
he's on his shoulder. He's under pressure.
But even last season, he carried Chelsea last season.
No.
But I hope it's going to be back.
The injury was not that bad last season.
I think it's just slow by slow. You just get your form back.
Or are we beginning to see the reversion of Kopama?
We can say last season was above expectations, but we can't say it's a one season wonder.
Can he maintain the standard for last season?
He has raised the bar so high.
I believe you guys are not saying this.
No. Personally, I always have issue with England players. I don't know why.
English players.
To me, this is not about England players. This is about a team, Chelsea. And Foden is Kopama is just this guy last season that did what was unbelievable.
Okay,
so why can't he replicate what he did?
He's not saying he's not going to replicate. He's back from injury, and Jackson too is back from injury.
All right, guys,
we just want Chelsea that is going to be a team, not just an individual performance.
About Chelsea, I just want to quickly talk about Tottenham also.
Well, let's talk about Copa del Rey.
We'll be looking at winning because they are good. They're probably going to face Chelsea in the Conference League also, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Tottenham have a very good
Conference League. No, they are in Europa.
Okay, they are in Europa. So my point is that Tottenham know their season is not over because they are keeping an eye on Europe. but they also want
the same Europe you have United.
Yeah, they also want to be thinking, United and Chelsea are both thinking the only way we can save our season is
the way.
But unfortunately, United have lost their game, so you know that Europe is just on their minds.
Nice
but
one.
I think Tottenham will also be definitely wanting to end the season on the high.
All right, Copa del Rey went down yesterday. We saw Atletico Madrid against Barcelona, and of course it was a victory for Barcelona yesterday.
One of the
away from home,
the best decision, or one of the best decisions Barcelona have made in recent times was the appointment of Hansi Flick. When they appointed him, he said something during his presser that we are going. I just want to quote him. We are going to fight for everything, and they are fighting for everything. In his first season, this guy is on the verge of winning quadruple. He has won Spanish Super Cup.
Yeah.
Is already qualified for the Copa del Rey final. We play against Real Madrid, the team we have trashed twice this season, and then he's stopping La Liga. They can go on the way to win La Liga, and he's still in Champions quarter final.
But at
what
the
is
same
this
time,
guy cooking
at the same time, he can still lose everything.
Yeah, of course it is possible.
We saw Liverpool
from quadruple to treble to double to now to single. But Barcelona have impressed me this season.
My biggest issue is with Atletico Madrid. They have this thing where they start the season really well.
Your biggest issue should be Real Madrid, my friend.
No.
You considered 4 against
my issue is not Real Madrid. Okay. Real Madrid is always going to be Real Madrid when it comes to things like this. But Atletico is like they almost fold under this pressure,
and they are going
because in January they topped the league and everybody was like, Barca and Madrid are not serious, they are winning it all. But now it's like
they're out of the Champions League,
fourth season in a row trophyless, and it's like what are we doing? So they always just seem to combust under pressure in these last stages, and I think it's very disappointing for them. It's not for Luis Suarez and his magic 2-3 seasons.
They couldn't go
an entire decade without
you see, I think it's time for Diego Simeone now to join it over. Honestly, he has overstayed his welcome. They have tried.
Alright guys, lastly on the show, because the time is up,
Federation Cup.
Leave that one, we saw interesting one, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But then Lobby Stars lost yesterday to Solution FC.
Rivers United also lost to Beyond Limit. What an upset.
Alright, so guys, Chelsea Tottenham Sports prediction, one after the other. We start out from Damola. Quick one.
It's going to be a 2-1 victory for Chelsea.
Alright, Ebun.
I think it's going to be a draw, 1-1.
All right. City boy.
5-0 for Chelsea.
5-0 for Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea will win that game 2-0. Until I come your way again later tomorrow. My name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Sound of trouble. I'm out of the studio.